Hello, Americans and other friends and subscribers around the world.
Mister.
What?
You didn't tell me you was filming.
I didn't know I was, man. Guess she didn't want to be on camera this morning. So as you can see, it's kind of a wet. Look at all that. I gotta get all that up and done. Wet and soggy mess on the homestead this morning. We're headed out here to need to unload this wood. So we're gonna unload this wood right over there. So I'm gonna back up this. Just showing what we do every day, man. Can't see my mountain. I sure wish you could see it better. And it's talking about snow up there today, so we may end up having some snow. I gotta fix this. I gotta put my dang push button on this mother. So master key, baby. Dang Ford 91 Ford, man, notorious for the ignition's going out. It's funny, I know 3 people that have the same Ford as the Beast, and all 3 of them have push button ignitions. I gotta put one in here so I don't have to get out there and do it that way. And if you do start your truck like that, make sure you get the heck out of the, don't stand in front of the truck when you do, so it lurches forward and runs your butt over. Anyways, I'm backing this up because got fish fences tomorrow. We've got 4 more, unless they extended, 4 more runs. And actually, I don't want to do this. Back up to it, actually. I was really concerned yesterday, but the weather, it wasn't raining. Actually, the sun came out yesterday, and then we go up tomorrow, and they're actually calling for the sun to come back up tomorrow. So we'll see how tomorrow turns out. Maybe I'll turn that mother off. I'll stick you right here, man. Perfect, dude. See all them quail fly, man? Could do a lot of. I don't kill the quail around on my property, or man, we have huge coveys of quail. But if I'm in a quail hunt, I go somewhere else. Man, I feed mine. I like my quail. Other than my cats, man, they do a number on dang quail. What I'm doing with this out here is just stack it out here, and then we'll instead of clustering, because I already got so much bottlenecking up there that I'm trying to clear out. So I'm stacking this up out here, and it's supposed to be sunny tomorrow, and hopefully we have enough sun to dry back out, because I'm gonna put a tarp over it until I get then I have some burn piles I need to put tarps over too, but until I get a chance, then I'm just going to use the Beast or the Green Bean and saw rounds, and then all the rounds up there to be split. But which is kind of a pain in the butt, because then I'm handling this wood that many more times. But at least I ain't bottlenecking myself. And then if when you live in the Idaho mountains, hunting season opens the 10th. When you live up here, man, I've been, I remember a lot of times, man, the first week or 2 weeks into October, man, I've seen a foot of snow. So it could happen if I have this covered up and don't get this stuff sawed up, but I got it under cover, even if the snow did come early, which I hope it don't. Crossing my fingers. But if it did, then I'd just truck this stuff back and forth. And I've got the ordered the rebuild kit for one of my four-wheelers, for a starter rebuild kit, so I can get the starter rebuilt so it's up and going, because I got to get that. Not a procrastinated on. I'm not a procrastinator, but man, when you have so much stuff to do, you got to weigh your thing, man. I got a list, because I went ahead and started making a list of things to get done before the snow flies. And man, that's one of them, is to get that blade on that four-wheeler. So I gotta get after that, man. Today, other than unloading some wood, I've been in there. Man, this part is actually cold. Got a fire in the cabin this morning. Talk a little loud so you can hear me just in case. And fire in there. Mostly, it's not that it's extremely cold, but the dampness in the air, a little chilly. So I got a fire in there just to take the chill off the walls. And been just listing this morning, man. Mostly books this morning, man. Because like I said, we've got, and this is, man, no joke. I probably have, I own probably over 3,000 books, but I probably have 1,000 books to list, and that is no joke, no exaggeration, man. They're all safe and covered, man. I've got them in sheds. I've got that trailer's half full, and I mean milk crates stacked this high of books. I've got them all safe and in dry places, or I'd take you for a book tour. But this morning I haven't listed anything but books, and there's some good ones on there, man, too. So check out the Idaho Hillbilly, especially if you're into well, not just, man, I list all kinds of books, man. I'm just listed one, it's on the Paiutes. It's a 1967 book on traditional survival skills of the Paiutes. So that's pretty good, man. I just looked over at the camera and see one of my favorite one, man. Kyle will be so excited. But yeah, a bunch of books, man. And got a whole passel full of the old Idaho history pioneer books. And I just put this one. I got this. It's called the Idaho Magazine from 1909, I think is what it was, man. Original. The back cover's loose, but man, flipping through that, man, that's over 100 years ago. That magazine's 100 years old. I love that stuff, man. It just gets me excites me. I love them old treasures. So, oh crap, I guess I gotta unstrap the other one. Why'd you tell me that, man? I'll get all the straps off. Other than that, man, if it dried up, I wouldn't mind going up and getting another load of wood today. We will be taking the beast tomorrow. That's why I'm unloading it. Oh, come on, man. I just hate that. Watch a hillbilly get irritated. There it is. All right, you don't get to witness that. But definitely gonna take the beast tomorrow, and probably she won't be too dang impressed, but probably I'm gonna leave Kai at home tomorrow just so that we can fill this thing up completely, because I mean it's especially with the snow in the air, man. We're getting a little paranoid about not having enough wood on the property. Because even if it ain't sawed up, split, and stacked, like I said, man, I can always come out here. There's videos of me doing it, digging down, man. I just want to have 8 or 10 cords sitting on my dang property, whether it's split and stacked and ready. There'll be a bunch, you know, a bunch of split and stacked and ready, but just in case. Yeah, once that snow hits, there won't be going up that mountain. That's a big one. That's a big one. There's a lot of them. That would actually be a good post for a cover. That's a couple other things. I'm gonna just get a couple more. I'd like to get my four-wheelers and my tote goat under something besides just tarps. Hopefully this year. Gonna wear my mucks again, man. Woohoo! It's muck season. One thing that gets me happy, I like my mucks. They like wearing moccasins, man. I love them. Other than I'm a little rough on them. They are great. They are great. Alright, man, so I guess you probably don't want to just sit here and watch me unload this whole truck, or maybe you do, or maybe you could just jump on in here and give me a hand. But other than that, man, that's the plan for today. I'm gonna get this unloaded, make sure I get all my stuff. Actually, I think most of it's already in there to run the fence. I can see the charger. And other than that, man, I'm gonna go back in and list, man. If you're doing the eBay thing, man, list, man. You ain't gonna make no money. This morning started off pretty good as far as sales, man. I sold that pair of, only pair I've ever seen, man, is that Forest Service binoculars. I sold them this morning for $100 plus shipping, so that was a pretty good one. Never seen a pair like that. The guy got them from, they were actually given to him when he retired from the Forest Service. So that was a pretty good score. Pretty good score. So other than that, man, that's all I got, dude. Howdy! See how you got rid of me, didn't you, man? I'm back! I'm back! So, after I signed off on that, I was thinking about, I knew there was something that I wanted to talk about on this video, and that was the main reason I was doing it. That's just a dang arm, man. But, we are going to start, we're going to try, see how it turns out. And, I mean, a lot of viewers out there and stuff may not be interested in it. Some of you are. I know BP is, man. But, we are going to start a once a week Idaho Hillbilly Sasquatch search team. Some episodes, and we're going to actually start it off. Actually, a friend of ours, Chriselle's got a story to share. And then we've had a lot of people before this, when we've mentioned it in the past years and stuff, about wanting to know about our experience, you know, and ours was a UFO or unidentified flying object. Really freaked us out. Scary, the most scared that I've ever been in my life, other than something happening with my wife or children. It was horrifying. It was, man, you know, and I'll tell it. But anyway, we were talking about doing this because we wrote it down, because we used to keep in the motorhome. This is back in the motorhome days when we were traveling around doing flea markets, and, you know, raised our kids traveling around doing antique shows and flea markets in a motorhome. If you are new to the channel, you might not have known that. And there's, I tell the stories. I need to get back on, and we were doing this one where we were really telling the stories. So I'll have to tell some of those someday. But anyway, off of that, it was back then we were keeping a journal, and we wrote down, so we know there's more facts of stuff that we might have forgot that happened when that happened, because it was a very strange experience. So I'm going to start off this new little series. We'll do probably one a week if it works out. A lot of these series things you try, they don't work out, so we'll see. But I want you, if you have an encounter or an experience with a UFO or a Bigfoot or a Sasquatch or that kind of stuff, I want you to email me. If you want your story read, on here on YouTube, email it to idahohillbilly@yahoo.com, and in the little subject bar put whether you put either UFO or Bigfoot, so that we know what it is, and we'll read them. And then I'm gonna probably start a deal where I read the stories. I don't know exactly if I'll probably just use a mic or something. I don't know how we'll work all that, so we'll see how that comes. So I just wanted to throw that in. So now, good Lord willing and the creeks don't rise, we'll be back again tomorrow. See ya.